Hey guys, it's Maymay and it's time for another Scripture Art Journal week. And as you know, this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. And so I think it is appropriate for us to think about our servicemen and women and what they did for us in the past. And the scripture I think is perfect for this week, you probably already could have guessed, is John 15:13. John 15:13 says, "Greater love has no man than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends." That's the ESV version, the English Standard Version. And I just love that. And I think it's so interesting because when you think about a person who would lay down their life for their friends, you probably would think of a military personnel of some sort, or even think about Jesus. The interesting thing is Jesus laid his life down while we were yet strangers. And when I think about our military personnel, they're very much like that. Some of them never had any idea who I was. Many of them didn't, but they still were willing to give their life for me and for you, even though they didn't know us. And that is great love that's spoken of in John 15:13. No greater love hath anyone than this, that they would lay down their life for a friend. I think that is beautiful. So this week, I want you to focus on the blessings we have of our military, the blessings we have, even you can start with the blessings that we have of Jesus who laid down his life for us. And then you might want to think about maybe someone in your family who's such a blessing, and spend some time each week praying for someone different who has maybe laid down their life for you or who is in the military now. I know Memorial Day is focused on those who have given their life and as a memory to them. And there's lots of those people in my family, and I know I could spend some time thinking and being thankful for them. So I'm going to do my page today very patriotic, and I'm really kind of excited because I've seen this technique done. I'm starting with a white page. I've seen this technique done. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to try it and we'll see what happens. I think it's going to work. And it's going to be a very loose interpretation, okay? I've got to tell you that because I'm not going for a perfect flag look. I actually think I'm going to get a bigger piece to do this on. Here we go. So I'm going to do this on some scrap paper that gives me a little more room. And I'm going to do some ink dragging. You know it's my thing. I love it, and I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to drag some ink in the loose shape of a flag. And the thing is, ideally, I would do this sideways, but my book is not orientated sideways, and I don't like the idea of putting a flag in my book sideways. It's just me. It's just a thing for me. So I'm going to make this work and not do it sideways. I'm going to do it with these inks going just straight up and down, and it might look a little bit odd, but that's the way I'm going to do it. So I'm going to take, matter of fact, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take kind of these points of the edge, and I'm just going to kind of loosely drag in this area some blue, like so. Just something like that. Maybe even go back over and add a little more. This is where some stars are going to live, in this area. And then for the rest of the page, I'm going to come through and do some red stripes, much the same way. I'm going to start at the top. Now, I'm not being accurate. I know that the flag starts a certain way, red first, white first. I'm not being accurate. I'm just wanting to get the feel of a patriotic page. Just like that. I'm going to go back over it because I want it a little redder. So where I've laid down some color, I want to go back. I think that looks really, really cool. It gives the feel of a flag without actually being a flag. Now what I'm going to do is punch out some glitter stars. And I have this little scrap piece of glitter paper here. And I have a star punch. And I'm just going to punch some of these little guys out, if I can pick that up. And not an accurate amount. Again, this is just a depiction or an abstract feeling of a flag. So just several of these out. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do my scripture yet. I may just put my reference on the page. I'm going to wait till I get the stars down, and then I'll decide how I want to do my scripture. A lot of times you can do just the reference, and when you look at your art, you can feel what you were saying. And that's kind of the point of this book, is for you to be able to look at it and know exactly what you were saying at the time, what you were feeling or thinking. So I'm going to line up some of these stars, not perfectly. Again, just an abstract representation. Just kind of here. And I may have made too many stars. There's a very good chance I did make too many stars. I may only use 5 of them. We'll see. 5 might fit just right. Yep, I think I'm going to go like that. And these are not wasted. I can put them aside for later. And it's that time of year, so I'm sure I'll be doing this summer doing some more patriotic things. So there is the background of my page. I do think I want to put the scripture, at least the reference on here. Let me decide how I want to do that real quick. I think I'm just going to come in this area and do no greater love and the reference. So I'm going to start here. And I'm just going to write kind of over the lines and not worry about sticking between any lines. There we go. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of wanted my letters to look a little decomposed or a little messy on the edges. I didn't want them to be perfect. I wanted them to look a little distressed. So I just kind of wrote them kind of quickly and didn't stress about how they turned out because I really wanted them to have kind of that rugged feel. And then this piece is going to go into our journal. And again, another fun way to do those ink drags. I'll do it all the time. This is the reason I tell you guys that I typically don't buy ink refills because I tend to use mine so much like this that by the time I've used up an ink pad, it's time to replace it anyway because I drag them on the paper so much. But isn't that pretty? I love how that turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I hope you enjoy your long 3-day weekend. I pray that God will bless you, and I'm so thankful for all of your family members who maybe gave their life for me and they never even met me or gave their time in the military. I'm so thankful for that, and I appreciate you guys and all you do for us. If this is your first time joining us for Hide His Word in My Heart, head over to our Facebook group, which is called Hide His Word in My Heart. Join the group and get involved. We have some great things going on over there, and you will love it. So head over there and check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend. See you next time. Bye-bye.